Hi everyone and welcome. We're outside my yard, and if you've been watching my videos, you might remember that we checked in on this outdoor pumpkin only a few days ago, and we had contemplated the idea of turning it into worm food and putting it into one of my worm bins. But you could tell just from this really fresh looking fleshy part of the pumpkin over here that this pumpkin has been recently fed on. So I think it's the squirrels or maybe some other sort of outdoor creatures are making a meal of this pumpkin. So I think rather than making it into worm food, I'm simply going to leave it here and just see how much time it takes for the squirrels and whatever other creatures it is that are eating it to finally polish it off. So I thought about possibly, chopping it up and turning it into worm food, but at this point I think I'm going to leave it. But, as long as we're outside, why don't we go check in my outdoor worm bin? Yep, that's right. It's outdoors again. If you watched one of my more recent videos, you might remember that I had actually chickened out and I had taken the worm bin during a short cold spell that we had, and I had placed it behind that door there. That door leads to the second floor, or it used to lead to the second floor. It's an old abandoned stairwell that's been boxed in, so the top of the stairs leads to nowhere really. And it's a little bit warmer in there, and I felt safer having these worms in there. But now that really cold temperature has subsided, and we are going to have a couple freezing temperatures overnight in the next couple weeks over into the beginning of December, but nothing that seems overly drastic. So I've decided it's time to put my outdoor worm bin back outdoors and continue with the outdoor worm bin experiment. So things in this worm bin are looking pretty good. This pumpkin, when we last checked in on it, I was able to pick it up and it was still a full pumpkin with big holes in the side, but it was still a full pumpkin. But when I checked it earlier, it looked like a good portion of it, whatever it is that used to actually enable it to be a full round pumpkin, have been gobbled up and are now gone. This is pretty interesting to see too. I had thought that the black soldier fly larvae that are co-inhabiting this bin had all died off by the cold temperatures, but it looks like we've got some right over here feasting on the pumpkin. It's a pretty good sized black soldier fly larvae as well. So I guess that's kind of a good sign. I really don't mind having them in there, although I did want this to, be a composting worm bin, not so much a black soldier fly bin, but they can coexist pretty happily next to each other without a problem, so I'm not worried about having them in there. But let's pull the pumpkin out to see how things are looking. Like right there, for example, you can see a pretty good glob of worms, kind of all huddling together to work their way through a section of the pumpkin. This section of it really looks like it's been gobbled up good. So let's look under here now where all the juices are dropping down. Yeah, this is the place to be, it looks like. Right underneath the pumpkin is where we find them big massive worms hanging out. So that's pretty cool. I can't say I see many other black soldier fly larvae. I mean, I do see a few here and there, but I thought that they all got knocked out by the real cold temperatures. It was my understanding that they thrive in the warmer temperatures, that they prefer something more in the neighborhood of 80 degrees or so. But just the fact that we can see a pretty good sized one over here hanging out on this piece, kind of crawling around and eating, is a little bit of a good sign, but that could change pretty soon now that the bin is outdoors again. The hallway, or the old stairwell, if you want to refer to it that way, where this bin has been for the past number of days, is pretty warm because there is a heating duct that runs through that old stairwell to heat the second floor. So it actually is sort of a heated space, which is a lot more comfortable in temperature than out here in the cold. So that could be a reason why the black soldier fly larvae are pretty active here. But once this bin cools off from being outside again, I got a feeling that those black soldier fly larvae are going to slow down quite a bit. So yeah, this is where I had thought I might place that other half-eaten squirrel consumed pumpkin that we just checked in on before, but I think that there's plenty of food right here to go quite a while. You know, so maybe at some point when this pumpkin is gone, if these leaves start getting broken down a little bit more, I might add some more food, but I think we're good for now. And as for the temperatures, I think we're okay for now as well, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But, you know, once December rolls around and the temperatures continue to drop, we might have to reconsider what to do with this next. So that's just a quick check-in on my outdoor worm bin. Today is actually its 101st day. So it's been a active worm bin of mine, populated with worms 101 days ago. And I figured now that the temperatures are not so brutally cold, it was time to get back into making my outdoor worm bin an outdoor worm bin again, for a while at least. And gives me a little bit more time to figure out what to do with it, to try to protect it against the really cold before winter sets in. So that's pretty much it for now. Quick check-in on my outdoor worm bin. If you're enjoying these videos, then please remember to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And also consider subscribing to the channel. That's always really appreciated as well. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye now.